Welcome to this edition of Backstage Pass with Lia Chang. I'm your host, Lia Chang. The 47th Asian American International Film Festival, known as the first home of Asian American cinema, will take place from August 1st through the 11th.
Dear Dad, I'm home. Well, not my home exactly.
Because I don't know all the words like you do, doesn't mean I don't understand exactly what they're saying.
I want us to enjoy the time we have together. I'll always be your Lola. And I will never stop loving you.
And with all my love, I want to share Felicia with you.
If they hadn't made a really hard choice, then I couldn't be this happy. Very thankful.
But hey, at least I got to talk to you today. Maybe that's enough.
The festival kicks off with the East Coast premiere of Tadashi Nakamura and Quinn Nguyen Lee's film Nobuko Miyamoto, A Song in Movement, on Thursday, August 1st at the Asia Society. The documentary follows the life of visionary artist activist Nobuko Miyamoto and her revolutionary work that has left a mark on the Asian American landscape. Following the screening will be a rare cultural experience as Nobuko will be performing, followed by a Q&A with Nobuko and the filmmakers, plus a reception. The festival is also spotlighting So Young Shelley Yo's feature directorial debut, Smoking Tigers, on August 4th at the Regal Union Square.
Presumptuous.
You have to memorize all of these?
Oh, 2000.
Man, I never want to go to Hagwon.
Good luck with that. In a few years, you won't have a choice.
Not if I become a dancer.
Not like that, you won't.
I wasn't trying. I'll do it for real this time. Ta-da!
Nice.
Set in Los Angeles in the early 2000s over one summer spent at an elite academic boot camp, a lonely Korean-American teenager hides her true identity to fit in, only to discover the bittersweet pains of adulthood. Queen of My Dreams by South Asian Muslim filmmaker Fazia Mirza is the closing screening of the festival at Regal Union Square Theater at 850 Broadway in New York. Connected through a shared love of Bollywood, a distant mother and daughter come of age in two different eras. A Q&A with the filmmaker will follow, and the closing reception is at Sugar Mouse at 47th 3rd Avenue.
हमारी अम्मी रहती थी यहाँ 1969
सब कुछ ही मुख्तलिफ था.
Wow.
You want to get married?
I'm not the one you need to impress. We're 1969, yeah? I should be able to do whatever I want.
आपके कदमों तले जन्नत है. जन्नत है क्या मतलब?
are going to be a lot of times in your life where you are going to like things that other people don't like.
Could we have some more time? Take the selfish cue. You do look just like your mother did.
Wow, this is some good music.
I know, right? Oh, and track 7 is about a boy who likes a girl who likes him back. But she can't because she's already dating another guy who she only kind of sort of likes.
Stay away from the animals. You're not supposed to bother the native species. Get away from them. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, sorry, sir.
And I thought you were only here for the summer.
Yeah, it might be a little bit longer than that.
Wait, why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know how to tell anyone, especially you.
Hi, my name is Wyatt Slang, and I'm Assistant Park Ranger. We've been getting some complaints. Want to lay some ground rules for our beautiful state here.
Look, this area ain't safe. Why don't you just leave the woods to us? We belong here.
What is he doing?
What the hell?
Oh.
It's just really scary. Why would you want to stay here?
And between you and me, we can do things the easy way or the hard way. Your choice.
Ow! Ellie! Ellie!
We have to do what's right. I am tired of letting them think that they can walk all over us.
I told him it wasn't about the money, it was about the respect. It was the respect that I earned, because I did that for you and for Benjamin.
This is a bottle trap. The reason we can't get out is because we won't let go.
그러나 우린 해냈어. 살아남아야 된다는 의지가 있었으니까. 너도 할 수 있어. 그건 우리 피 속에 있어.
It's a crazy story. Chinese secret police stalking, harassing, and spying on Chinese dissidents living in America.
这边他是装了呢，摄像头在这边，就是这个时候我才知道啊，原来他们是间谍呀。
Zaburis pretended to be an art dealer in order to meet with the dissident artist whose sculpture was later destroyed.
今天你们毁坏一次，我要重新给它树立起来；毁坏2次，我要给它重新树立2次。
就是对面的那个男的。
干什么？
那几个人肯定是中国大使馆的。
In addition to the egregious human rights abuses they commit within Chinese borders, Chinese authorities reach into other countries to silence dissidents.
警察又来找我了，警察。
This long arm of authoritarianism targets individuals and communities at a very personal level, transnational repression.
作为一个人，当然要分歧。
The Chinese people have a craving for democratic reform that is up to them to decide.
30 years ago, tanks rolled into Beijing's Tiananmen Square to stop protesters demanding democracy.
Because of my involvement in the movement, Chinese government sent me to United States.
And are you permitted to go back to China?
No.
Free China!
Free China! You recording?
Yes.
You can turn around and go over there.
在中国把我们的房子抢走，到美国把我们的帐篷给拆毁，就这么依法治国吗？让全世界看啊！
Did you have any violent intentions?
Taiwan's president has left for the United States on a trip that has angered Beijing.
It's you who are telling us. Freedom! Freedom! Freedom!
Who's that with the camera behind us? Get rid of it.
I'm making a documentary.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Thank you for joining me for this edition of Backstage Pass with Lia Chang. Until next time. Welcome to this edition of Backstage Pass with Lia Chang. I'm your host, Lia Chang. Today I'm sitting down with Esmé Maria Yeung to talk about her new play, Fish Meat. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
I'm so glad you had time because I know you're just a busy bee. Now, it was so much fun running into you at Little Island this weekend with SLP. Tell me what you're doing at Little Island this summer.
This summer at Little Island, I'm the associate line producer for the whole season. So we have a brand new season of 9 commissioned works, as well as weeks of free programming in our space, The Glade. And I'm essentially there to help facilitate that process.
Right.
So Fish Meat is the story of 2 different women in 2 different moments in time. The first is a young woman named Ro. She's in her early 20s in modern day San Francisco, and she's pursuing a PhD in marine biology. And the second is a 14-year-old girl on a steamship going from Hong Kong to San Francisco in the 1890s named Minju, and it's about like her journey to the States and the circumstances of her arrival. And really the 2 stories are about the things that happen to us, and what I mean by that is really historic and systemic sexual violence, particularly against Asian people, especially Asian women, and about how you move on and how you can find solace and healing and beauty in your life.
What inspired you, or where did you draw inspiration from for the subject matter?
It was really a matter of listening to the national conversation about sexual violence against Asian women after the Atlanta spa shootings was really foundational. But it was also just this moment of realizing that almost everyone in my community has interacted with gender-based violence at some moment in their lives, and realizing just how widespread that issue is, and really just wanting to give something to myself and to the members of my community that deal with that. The play is dedicated to all the aunties I will never know. And really what I meant by that is because I had this thought when I first started writing it, that sexual violence is this strange thing that it's a severing thing. You know, it severs us, it severs the mind-body connection, it severs our connection to other people, and yet also it's this thing that myself and so many people have in common is going through.
Well, and especially against Asian women because of how we've been perpetuated in the mainstream media.
Yes, exactly. And so I wanted to write this play as sort of a way for us all to be able to come together and to maybe have a moment to process and a moment to heal from these things together.
Now, how did you decide to become a playwright?
I wanted to become a playwright because I started out as a dramaturg when I was in college, and I was just finding myself very frustrated with sort of the situation I found myself in. I think it's kind of a common thing for BIPOC dramaturgs to end up being cultural consultants on the things that they work on, and I wasn't finding a lot of joy in that work.
And not really being able to make a difference because they have these really horrible preconceived notions about what it should be.
Exactly. And I realized that a way that I could circumnavigate that would be to just write my own plays.
Sure. Now, you've had a few different commissions and wonderful fellowships, and I'd like to know what has been the top experience for you that's really made a difference in your trajectory.
That's such a good question, because I feel like there's so many wonderful people have helped me along my way, and as someone who's still very much at the start of their career, to get support from literally anywhere is really, it's just so integral to doing this thing, because this is not an easy career to have.
No.
But I would say, I think if I had to pick one, I think I have to shout out my fellowship with the Tank Producers cohort that is led by George Struss. That program has really, it's been very integral to the process of Fish Meat. The Tank is a fiscal sponsor of ours, so we were able to collect donations. The team at the Tank are so incredibly wonderful. I truly think that they are some of the best champions of indie theater producing and the small scale shoestring budget theater that's really like the foundation of.
Well, that's where I
art.
started my life, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, I love them so much. And George.
I meant downtown experimental theater.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yes. And we need to keep these places alive because I just think it's important for our ecosystem.
Sure.
And the program is led by George Struss, who's just an incredible producer who's really taught me what it means to sort of expand what we have previously thought to be the limits of theater producing.
Well, there's no limit.
Yes, exactly. And
you're making your own way. So let's talk about, speaking of making your own way, you have a brand new commission happening. Let's talk about that. That's going to be produced in 2025.
Yes, so I have a commission with Liven in Color Theater. I was selected as the June Bingham New Playwright Commission recipient. And the play I'm working on, which will get a reading in 2025, is a play I call I Know Why Iris Chang Died. And it's a two-hander about a set of twins, and one of them, May, is a graphic novelist, and she's decided that her next project, her magnum opus, is going to be this graphic memoir about her family's struggles during World War II in China. And over the course of writing this graphic novel, she becomes very intertwined with the story of Iris Chang, who is this Chinese-American journalist who wrote the book The Rape of Nanking, the first English-language book-length account of the atrocities of World War II. And she very unfortunately died by suicide when she was quite young. And so it's a play about the cost of creating art about history and what we do with bad memories, really, and the different ways that people deal with it. Because as she is writing this book to sort of deal with these memories, her twin sister is trying to have a baby.
Oh, wow.
And it's kind of about how the two of them sometimes they like love each other and butt heads like siblings do, and their different takes on how to move on.
So I'd love for you to share with our audience where they can see the show and how to get tickets.
Yes. So you can catch Fish Me at the Connolly Theater on August 2nd and 3rd, presented by She NYC Theater Summer Festival. You can get tickets. You go to shenyc.com and you can get tickets for Fish Me as well as all of the other wonderful shows in the festival. And if you can't make our show dates, we also have $5 streaming tickets available, so you can watch the show after the run from anywhere.
Yeah, hey, come see Fish Me. I'll be there too. So thank you for joining me for this edition of Backstage Pass with Lia Chang. Thank you, Esmé, for joining the show. Have a great day. Welcome to this edition of Backstage Pass with Lia Chang. I'm your host, Lia Chang. Today I'm at the New York Asian Film Festival's reception for the screening of Front Cover by Yeung with stars Jake Choi and James Chen. On July 18th, the New York Asian Film Festival screened Front Cover at the Walter Reed Theater in New York. Hong Kong auteur Yeung's award-winning 2015 tale of an openly gay New York fashion stylist played by Jake Choi, who, while styling a famous Chinese actor played by James Chen, embarks on a journey of self-discovery, cultural reconciliation, and unexpected love. The screening was followed by a Q&A with front cover star Jake Choi and director Yeung. Cast members James Chen and Sonia Villani were also in attendance at the reception, co-sponsored by Alex Partners LLP and Weil Gottschall and Mange LLP.
Myself, my name is Rong Yang from Alex Partners, and as the global leader of our Asian ERG Align, I wanted to extend the most welcoming, wishes to you, all of you. Thank you for making to the event, and this is more of a welcome from both Alex Partners as well as our co-sponsor, Weil Gottschall and Mange. So today actually marks the 6 years in a row for Alex Partners Align ERG to sponsor New York Asian Film Festivals. And I think this is an event that holds immense significance for all of us, especially the movie tonight, Front Cover. I fully enjoyed it.
So let me start by thanking Alex Partners. It's been a long journey with this company. They're part of an expanding network of corporate supporters and they certainly helped make a lot of things possible for us. I want to say that we are a 501c3 nonprofit. We can only make this possible through donations from generous individuals and companies. So I invite you all, if you are feeling generous and you want to contribute to our cause, to help us build up the festival. It's been a year of exponential growth. We literally doubled our size, doubled our pains as well, but I think it's been one of our best year. For a long time, I have to say, we weren't so great at programming LGBTQ+. We kind of downright sucked at it, but I think this year, finally we're fixing this with this filmmaker in focus dedicated to the works of Ray Yeung, and we're very pleased to have him with us tonight. Actually, Ray, and we have James came in a little late, but he can say a few words. So Director Ray Yeung will say a couple of words.
Thank you, Samuel, and thank you for sponsoring this event. I still feel very much that I'm at the beginning of my career, so to have a retrospective of 3 movies of mine is a focus. It feels very, very sort of like very, very grateful indeed. And also, I actually haven't seen, well, Jake and James and me haven't been together, the 3 of us, for over a decade. So this gives us a really good opportunity.
Hi everyone, sorry I missed the Q&A. Patrick had mentioned, that this might be a good time to jump into some of that kind of dialogue if anyone was interested, but it's just crazy to believe that this was 10 years ago. 11 that we filmed it. To this day, it's still like the most artistically fulfilling project I ever got to work on as an actor, and I think, without a doubt, the reason is because of Ray's writing and direction. Just so well done, so well thought out, so well understood. And I wish any actor the experience that Jake and I had on that set to work with a director like Ray. He understood those characters so well and just had like the greatest, simplest direction on every moment and scene. It was very easy. It was a lot of hard work. It was very easy, so fulfilling, and we had a lot of fun that summer. And it's just also crazy to think like a lot has happened in the Asian and Asian American community and representation in America since then. Like, I know this was before Crazy Rich Asians, but it's just the themes of this movie about of the lifelong journey of understanding yourself and like accepting yourself and making the choice between honoring your truth versus conforming. I just feel those are such universal themes that I return to all the time. And I think as an Asian American, it just really speaks to that level. So thank you so much for coming to see our film, and hope to speak to you later.
Personally, I think the film festival just, provides me with lots of vibrant and vital voices through the community. And I do think this is a great opportunity to connect each of us and also encourage more courageous presentations, representations of Asian community.
So this is actually my 2nd year coming to this event. I'm the local market leader for Align. And I'm always amazed at the quality and the depth of emotion that I get when I see these films. Last year's film was about North Korean defectors coming to South Korea and some of the challenges that they face. It is tremendously moving, and I think this year's film was equally moving. The sacrifices that some of the men needed to make in order to, experience happiness and really try and make the other person be successful really moved me as well. So I really appreciate the types of film that they're bringing to this festival. I wanted to say some special thanks to the co-sponsor, Walgachol, who collaborated with us on this event. We decided to team up with them this year to bring this event together with both Asian as well as Pride community type themes, and we wanted to make sure that everyone had a good time and enjoyed this film. It's an alliance with Walgatschel that we think will help strengthen the community bonds and also send a powerful message about inclusivity and unity amongst the community. We're also pleased to have teams from Areas Management, HSBC, Jefferies, Morgan Stanley, Kirkland & Ellis, Mizuno Americas, Morgan Stanley, Out Leadership, the Asian American Foundation, and many more joining this year's event.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. My name's Simon Freakley. I'm the Chief Executive of AAIFF Partners. We're thrilled to support New York Asian Film Festival. I'm thrilled, Rong and Steve and Rob, for all the work that you do in support of the festival. We obviously are so proud of the work that our Asian Community Align and also our Pride community do at our firm. We're thrilled to be able to support these initiatives. And of course, films like tonight's film, and congratulations by the way, I really loved it. Films like tonight's film make us think. They make us think more broadly, they make us think more deeply about issues that we're sort of aware of, but maybe we don't take the time to really think more deeply about. And you think about, as I was sitting there thinking, this whole struggle that we all have, how do we be our authentic selves, like Ryan was in the press conference, but also honour and care for the people we love. And we're all trying to do that in our own lives every day, and it was so beautifully told as a story tonight. And I am at heart a romantic, so to the question earlier, the sequel 10 years on, I really do hope that you guys get it. I'll be hanging on for that, and if you write that script, I might contribute to it. Anyway, thank you again. I'm so proud to be associated with this wonderful festival. Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining me for this edition of Backstage Pass with Lia Chang. Until next time.